Who is ready for more epic lore about Zanarkand versus Bevelle? Who is ready for more LeBlanc Syndicate? We're going to Guadosalam, and we're going to have a surprise meeting with Maechen. Seems like the Syndicate's on vacation. I wonder what's up. Should we go ask LeBlanc? I think we should. And while we're here, we'll actually see something else as well. So, by loading in here, you should have just heard some squishy steps, some footsteps. That was actually Shinra running around. There he is. He's here. If you follow him, you'll see he drops a comm sphere here in Guadosalam. Everywhere gets one. He says, I'm setting up the comm sphere. That's awesome. And over here, you see we've got this door. Now, this door was locked in Chapter 1. It was locked in Chapter 2. If we talk to these guys, he says, there's got to be a way through that door. Maybe I'll bash it in. And this lady says, there's piles of treasure in there. How can I tell? Oh, I'll just call it a hunch. And then there's this guy sat next to her. He says, so, just what exactly are you girls up to? I hear there's a hidden ruin on the Maechen High Road. See, Guadosalam's cool. It's full of spear hunters and just people give you cool secrets and things about later on in the game. But there's a Hypello here. He says, did you see the chief show? So once again, it's a Hypello related to Tobli. Tobli has ties to Guadosalam. Even though we've never seen him here, he has ties to it. If we try and enter the door in this chapter, for the third time.
Hello? Looks like nobody's home.
Maybe they're pretending.
What is it?
Know anything about this house?
Do you? Why would he?
I do. The Guado come and go in secret.
What are they doing?
They are coming and going.
Oh my god. Yes, very well done, Riki.
We'll have to ask the Guado.
Right, we'll have to ask the Guado. Interesting. So remember, on Gagazet, we just decided whether the Guado live or die. So there's a lot of different things and branches related specifically to this room. I think there's like 5 different treasures, all acquirable in different ways, related to this room. So we'll have to ask the Guado. All right, so this is the course that we at least have set in motion on the LP. Once again, I also do want to remind you of the far plane and the fact that the far plane is unstable. He says, sorry, I can't let you in that. It's grown unstable. Only the Guado know how it might be restored. And I'll remind you of what I said in Chapter 1, which is still true. That you might go to that and think, oh, the far plane's unstable. That must be to do with the story of this game. It's actually not. If anything, it's the setup for a 10-3 story. And I still stand by that. Fiends in the temples? Why do I care, he says. We won't go to the shop. Over here, we've got another room that we also haven't been able to go into. It says, not going to open up, then I'll just have to kick the door in. And he says, this doesn't concern you. Take a hike. So, there's something else going on here as well. You should try exploring a cavern, calling with fiends. What a rush. Toby's show didn't go too well. It was definitely missing something. Have you heard of the cave near Mushroom Rock Road? The one that was so dangerous they sealed off? So, everyone's talking about all these bonus dungeons we'll get later. And the one at Mushroom Rock Road we've actually been to. The entrance at least. The timing couldn't be better. I'll get buddy-buddy with the goons while they're off duty and land a job. So Guadosalam itself is pretty interesting. There's some weird stuff going on. But that's a slow burner. We'll have to deal with that later. For now, let's head into the chateau. Let's head into this Sphere Hunter's house. Alright, so up here, we've got LeBlanc's little room. But if we try and enter, the boss is in an extremely foul mood right now. You better stick clear for now. Alright, cool. Oh, I love this. This is so cool. The music in here is amazing stuff. What we're going to get is high levels of comic relief, high levels of like depth to some characters here, and then like some insane story. And it's all like so wonderfully and weirdly meshed together. Oh my god. I hope you guys are ready. Get coffee, get cocoa, get whatever you need.
LeBlanc, there's nothing to worry about.
Not even close.
Let's see you do it then.
What are they doing?
LeBlanc, there's nothing to worry about.
Look who's talking.
What are you doing?
Oi!
Oi!
The boss has been rather depressed since Nuge went missing.
We wants to comfort her, see?
Oh, was that supposed to be Nuge?
That bad, was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you
Logos'
did
voice.
sound like Nuge, do you think it would actually help?
It would.
Whatever you say.
I actually believe them that they know LeBlanc well enough and that LeBlanc is foolish enough that it would work. Logos is such a crazy character to me right now because he's such a deadly fiend. He's still in my party. I can still equip it. He just owns everything. He's also so menacing in so many scenes. I mean, with some of the spheres we've seen, guys, Logos is like in a room full of massacred people, and he's just like flippantly talking about how 4 survived. Remember, it's weird. He's scary, but then at the same time, he's so funny as well in some ways. It's better than doing nothing, says Ormi. I've never seen the boss more lugubrious. Lugubrious? Not even her massages seem to help. Oh dear, Logos. You guys want to eat some of this fruit, you know. Well, here was the secret entrance, and the goon, though, he says, this switch is acting up again. So, unfortunately, we can't go in there. But let's head up and try LeBlanc again, now that we've spoken to those guys. I can understand it. She's sad. You know, they only really introduced the idea that she was in love with Nuja Tool last chapter. But now it's like become a pretty big thing, right? Maybe the threat of a little competition would help bring the boss's fight back? Sure, maybe. All right, let's go. Hello. Oh, LeBlanc. She's a completely different character right now. Remember when she broke onto the airship and she was like, you'll never be able to take on the mighty LeBlanc, Dullwings. It's quite the contrast.
Leave me alone.
Don't you want to hunt some spheres? The Gullwings are gonna get all the spheres in Spira, you know.
Fine by me. There's no point in chasing after spheres if my Noogie Woogie isn't there to smile. What difference does it make? You're a mess. Say whatever you want.
Oh. See, I think Payne's a bit mean there. Usually Payne's quite, you know, on point, and I quite agree. It's like, come on, man. We've all been heartbroken at some point. It is not a good feeling. Like, she's in love with Nuge, and he's gone. Leave me alone. All right, you could read this either way, like, leave me alone, like she was in that scene, or it could be, leave me alone, like, you know, all irritated and commanding. Depends how you take LeBlanc at this point. But yeah, so she's very sad. I will just say, by the way, all this stuff in Guadosalam, when I was a kid, when I was younger, I never did in this chapter. I don't know why. I never did the chateau stuff, and it's really important. But, we'll talk about it in a second.
What if we showed her a sphere of Nuge?
Why ask us? Go for it.
Of course, that sphere. We took one in Bavel. Care to watch it?
What's on it?
We haven't looked yet. Meet us in our room. We'll have a little screening.
Ooh, screening. You can just imagine his pinky in his mouth at the side of his mouth there. My God. But yeah, so just to clarify, guys, there's a lot of different endings to the game. You need 100% completion to get like the perfect ending. But aside from the 100% completion, there's actually just to get a good ending at all, there are a few very, very important cutscenes you absolutely have to trigger to get the good ending at all. And one of them is here in this place. So yeah, that's pretty important. Logo says, remember the room you snuck into downstairs? I'll meet you there. Whoa! You don't think the boss would actually quit sphere hunting, do you? Maybe. I don't know. All right, so there you go. It's open. The goon will be like, I'll leave it open and get a breeze through. So we get to go back in. No random encounters anymore. We're no longer sneaking in. We're all buddy-buddy with these guys. It's weird, isn't it? We're buddy-buddies with the kindergardians. We're buddy-buddies with these guys. We're buddy-buddy with those old people we saw in Zanarkand before and that were training in Killiker and one of the Fiend Tales. So what do we want to do? Well, first I'm just going to quickly save. Now, there's a lot of hidden stuff in this place. And you want to... it doesn't actually matter what order you do it in, but I'm going to be quite cautious. Now, first of all, there's a blue chest. Now, if you remember from the previous game, blue chests were like Albed's medical supply chest, and it's shaking. So it seems like maybe something related to the Albed on the desert found this chest and liked it. Maybe. Oh, you see where it's going? It's a cactus! We're in the Sphere Hunter's house, and it's a chest. The comfiest treasure chest bedding in Spira, now on sale. All right, now you're going to see this is where I suck. Okay? This guy's really hard. The Liberia collection. Exquisite from Liberia. The Cact War is on. Oh, it gave us no description. Now, here's the nice thing about if you... Oh, I got hit. Damn it. Now, here's the nice thing. If you miss, you get stuff. So I'm just kind of spamming, basically. Because you can get, like, X potions. You can get high potions. You can get loads of stuff. So I'm just going to spam. Because this guy... All right, I won't spam. Look, let's try it. He's got how much? Oh, I don't know. We've failed already. He's got 10 health left, and we only have 7 ammo. It's really hard, guys. A remedy. So I really don't mind where we hit, as long as we actually get a chest. Ow. All right, we're out of ammo. There you go. He's really hard. Really difficult. I did much better on my other playthrough. I got an X potion there. But whatever, we lost. Good luck. Now, I think the way the game was designed is it's supposed to be that there's a garment grid you get if you manage to beat them all. But here's the funny thing. You don't need to beat them all to get the garment grid. Take him back to the Cacti Nation. His mother is very worried. So we're not going to do that just yet, and I'll be doing that off screen for you guys. But yeah. So this is Liberia, and she says, Benzo says, you've made it home safe.
That's the gist of it.
And that's pretty much it. But the next mother's really close by. It's this woman here. It's pretty obvious, this clue. So Benzo says, I am the mother of those inseparable brothers, Arik and Aroja. I seriously think I recognize them from the previous game. And the clue talks about, basically, how they met some large yellow birds on a wide open plain. Aroja's having such a good time, he said he's putting off seeing snow, whatever that is.
That's the gist of it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious what this is. Right? So, with the cacti done, what we're going to do... Now, that room there, that's Ormi and Logos' room, you remember, or one of their rooms at least. And that's where we'll do the screening, and we'll get some really awesome story. Just bear with me, though, for a second. What we're actually going to do is come back... Actually, I don't think I had to go the long way like this. We're going to go back into that secret passage, right? And we're going to go into the room where we were last here in Chapter 2, remember? Now, this chest was in Chapter 2 in the cutscene at the end of the game. You guys will have seen it. But you can't open it in Chapter 2 because you can't ever come back because it takes you to cutscene, takes you to the Celsius, and then takes you straight to Pavel. So you can't get there. But here's the funny thing. My guidebook says that it has information on this chest in previous chapters than Chapter 2, but it's impossible to open until now in Chapter 3, even though you can see it in a cutscene. And so there you go. You get the Tetraband. That's, what is that? Multiple elemental strikes, I wonder? Yeah, it's not the strikes, it halves all elemental damage. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. Tetra Ward. Let's equip it. Okay, so we've got that. That's the Tetraband. And you might be tempted then very quickly to leave that room, which is what we're going to do for now. We're going to leave them. Oh, what? There are random encounters? Why have you not got fiends in here? What is going on? Why have you got fiends? Just because I had equipped that friggin' charm bagel. Kamari, why are you here? You shouldn't be here. You should be on Mount Gagazet. Go home. I know you like jumping on stuff.
That's how it's done, Spunky Monkey.
Oh, monkey. Oh my god, it's so cool. Riku is the best trainer, I have to say. Yeah, our party is now Logos, Ormi, and Yuna. That's very fitting. Oh, what? We got another... I wasn't actually expecting to get a battle. All right, let's watch Logos destroy them. Ready? Couple of quick attacks and it'll be done. Ah, he's casting something.
Sweet sorrow.
Uh-oh. Good job, Logos. Ah, he's so cool. I need him, though, to get to the Fiend Arena tournaments. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. All right. So we come into their room for some screening. Hello. Oh, Riku makes herself comfortable. Good stuff.
Let's see. This should be it.
Freaking everything in that room is made of love hearts. Did you guys see that? The walls, the cushions, the rug. Oh my god. Oh, this sphere is ridiculous. Just when I think there's no more weird stuff, like creepy stuff, they always make me laugh and bring more. Yeah, he's filming her ass.
What's this?
Ormi shot this, not me.
Really? Ormi shot it. Ormi, you pervert.
I see.
This must be a dud.
Who you calling a dud?
Oh, what is that? What? Someone had a meeting at some point where they're like, let's have a sphere where Logos is perving on the girls, and that's going to be a cutscene. It's all bonus, as you can see. Now we get the real bit of the sphere. So what is this? And there was something I pointed out when we were with the kindergartens earlier that's suddenly relevant.
There's someone there. Really? Where?
I'll zoom in.
Can you guys see it yet? Oh, God.
It's Nuge!
Enhance the image. Enhance. It's sphere technology. Enhancing works. And now there's filming Nuge's ass. I think Ormy did actually shoot that one. So Nuge was there. Confirmation, Nuge was there.
What was he doing there?
I don't like it.
What?
All these secrets. It's just one thing after another.
If I may, you're free to do as you please, but I'd prefer you not mention this to the boss.
Why not?
Whatever this Vegnagun thing is, it's clearly dangerous. Nothing the likes of we sphere hunters have any business fooling around with. But if the boss knew Nuge were involved, well, there'd be no stopping her. If anything were to happen to her.
You guys got it rough, don't ya?
If only she noticed.
It's kind of a weird thing. Like, what's in it for them? Like, really? I mean, she's in love with another man. They're clearly not doing it because of anything like that. I don't know. Anyway, Logos and Ormy Sphere we can get. So Ormy shot the actual useful one. Logos shot the pervy one. But yeah, Payne's talking about secrets. She was the one who randomly went off on a crazy vendetta. What you guys need to realize is if you have a new Yevon playthrough, that whole bit with Barreleye down there, Barreleye's like, it's almost like a casual conversation. You're like, hey, what's going on? How, you know, like, this is kind of weird. He's like, you've come because of Vegnagun, haven't you? And you're like, yeah, what's going on? And then he's like, look, I'm going to have to protect it. And Payne's like, oh, whatever, I'm going on ahead. And it, like, totally escalates things. She was desperate to get to Nuge before. Why? We all saw it. Anyway, over here on the side is another sphere. Easily missed. And this is more important than even seeing that Nuge was down there.
Is this one from Bevel too?
Ooh, been taking naughty pictures again?
I didn't shoot this one. I found it.
He found a sphere while we were there.
The image is badly deteriorated. Must be old.
The only reason the war's dragging on is because Zanarkand refuses to surrender.
You're wrong! If you'd stop attacking, there wouldn't be a war.
It's him.
We're not falling for that.
Someday, your precious weapons will end up destroying you.
Very ominous. This is one of those scenes where it's optional, but seeing it really tips you off to a lot of stories a lot quicker. If you really sit down and think.
He's probably referring to the Machina War of 1,000 years past.
Whoa, Maechen! When did you sneak in?
When did you sneak in, old man?
Yeah, good job, Logos. Damn. See, this is so crazy. Who would have thought, with the Leblanc Syndicate, in their chateau, we would end up having a long conversation here with Maechen about one of the most key premises of the entire game, which is the search for this man. So we scored the key out in the Gausphere. What does Maechen think of this guy?
You can't expect me to remember everything that happens.
How did you get in?
I must admit, the likeness is positively uncanny.
It can't really be him, can it?
See, what's so cool is Maechen knows us. Maechen would know about it because in the previous game, as Tidus, we had all those long conversations with Maechen. Maechen met us. And he's now seen that sphere. So we can have a real conversation about it with someone who's not one of these three.
I'm afraid not, after all. That sphere was recorded 1,000 years ago.
Right. Of course.
What is it? It's now the LeBlanc Syndicate are going to leave. And of course, we're going to speak to Maechen.
Would you like to hear more?
You're damn right. What player? All right, honestly, what player would get here and say no? We're going to say, please go on.
Lady Yuna, a rumor has been going around of late. Perhaps you've heard it. They say that High Summoner Yuna was accompanied by a guardian from, of all places, Zanarkand.
A rumor?
Oh, yes. That young man raised quite a few eyebrows at the Blitzball tournament.
Oh, yeah, because that's where most of the public would know him from.
I spoke to him myself on a number of occasions. I could sense that he belonged to an otherworld.
Otherworld was the name of the, song.
That he should look so much like the man in that sphere cannot be mere coincidence, I should think.
There's a connection.
There is. I would very much like the chance to ask him and clear this matter up once and for all.
But he's gone.
He died a long time ago.
Just like the faith said. Our dream will vanish.
A dream of the faith? Is that right?
Oh, listen to the music.
Oh my.
What is it?
Oh. I had something on the tip of my tongue, but then it slipped away. Something very important. Oh. Frustrating. Well, I suppose I'll just have to think on it a little more. Until next time, Lady Una. We are all connected. There may yet be a way to reunite with those who have gone.
What? Watch what you say.
Whoa.
Forgive me. Consider it the ramblings of an old man.
Whoa. Again, I love Pain there. She's immediately like, no, watch what you say. Don't give Una some ridiculous false hope here. So, wait, Maechen heard about the dream of the faith in the context of a conversation about Tidus plus the guy in the sphere. Seemed to figure something out, and then said he'd forgot it, but then suggested we could reunite. Now, I will tell you guys, if you want the really good ending to the game, you have to see that scene. You have to trigger Maechen in that way. You have to have that conversation. You have to get every piece of the puzzle. And so, yeah. Speaking of pieces of the puzzle, you may think that you're now done in Guadosalam. I mean, if that wasn't enough. But let's go back into this room over here. Escorted by Ormi and Logos. Look at that! Before anyone else could do a single thing, he just went, shoot, shoot, shoot. Done. What a boss. Now, back in this room, we had a chest. Now, what you might not realise, like really stop and look at the screen right now, what can we do? What you might not realise is you can climb on this box, and then from this box you can climb up here, and then from up here you can run all the way around behind all of these, and all the way around to this chest. And in this chest, in Chapter 3 only, I think, you can get Crimson Sphere 4. So another Crimson Sphere. Now remember, we already got a Crimson... We already found Ormi and Logos at that cave. Even though we're friends, now, it seems, we haven't actually talked to each other about that cave. This is the cave at Mushroom Rock, which we can't get to this chapter anyway, because of the Machine Faction blockade. But remember, we saw the LeBlanc Syndicate were there. They were trying loads of different spheres to try and get inside. They dropped them all, left one, remember? And this is where things get even more weird. So we've currently got all those mysteries with Maechen going on. Let's have a look at our treasure spheres. We haven't done this for a while. So whenever you get a Crimson Sphere, it's not necessarily just going to show it to you straight away. And here we're going to see some pretty revealing stuff.
This is the final exercise. We've reports of something extremely dangerous inside this cave, but we lack more detailed information.
It's Keenock! It's Keenock from FF10!
No, you are simply to investigate. Report your findings back to me. Those who return here alive will become formal members of the Crimson Squad.
Sir!
There aren't enough weapons for all of you. Claiming a weapon for yourself will be part of this exercise. This is it, gentlemen. You have your orders. Begin.
Nuge, Barreleye, Gipple. All together. I'll see you guys next time.